Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about how is the narcissist on Father's Day. And by the way, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and anybody who's raising the children. Happy Father's Day, okay? But let me begin by saying, how do you think a narcissist is going to be on Father's Day? Well, if we're talking about a male narcissist and they're a father, they're going to act like the king, okay? Father's Day could be a very stressful day for a lot of people, okay, when the narcissist is a father, because they expect the royal treatment. See, a narcissistic father thinks that they're a great father. They think that they have done so much for their children that their children should kiss the ring. And if their children don't kiss the ring, they will grow a hatred for those kids. So on Father's Day, a narcissistic father, he's going to wait around and see who does the right thing and kisses up to him and who doesn't. They may even sit by their phone waiting to see who calls and who doesn't, all right? Because they want to know that you bow down to them, all right? Not just their kids, but also their partners. So they want to be treated, they don't look at it like any other day. They look at it as a day where everybody needs to bow down to them and either flatter them to death, give them a lot of attention, and they expect good gifts. They don't want just any old gift. They want good gifts. And they want to know that you went out of your way to buy them good gifts. And if you don't go out of your way to get them something that they really, really like, they will let you know about it, especially if it's a malignant narcissist. If you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they may put a face on or have a grudge, all right? A covert narcissistic father, when things aren't going right for them, they're going to have a face on. They may brood even, okay? They can ruin everybody's day just by brooding because somebody may do something that they don't like or may give a gift that they don't like or they feel disrespected, all right? Narcissistic fathers want to feel respected. And if you don't respect them, they are going to pay you back tenfold. Now, if the narcissist is your partner, it could also be very, very stressful, all right? Because again, they have these high expectations on Father's Day that everybody needs to kiss the ring. I know personally, like my father was a malignant narcissist. He had 8 children. And let me tell you, when it came, Father's Day was a big thing back then, all right? Father's Day was a big thing. And everybody was like walking on eggshells because we didn't know how he would react, on Father's Day. Whether he liked the gifts we gave him or, whether he was going to pick on somebody or something. So it was a very, very stressful kind of day for everyone. So not only that, they could also ruin the day. A lot of times narcissistic fathers, like I said before, they'll pick a fight. They'll pick a fight over anything, how you said hello to them, how you're acting. They could pick on you for no reason. Why? Because they have to exert that control and that dominance, all right? And like I said before, they're going to keep tabs on their children to see, who does what. And they will hate whoever doesn't give them the royal treatment that they feel that they deserve. All right. Now, in a situation where the narcissist may have children from different supply, the narcissist is now going to make excuses to have to go out on Father's Day and make sure they're going to say something like, oh, I have to go here to see my kid, or I have to go there to see my kid. And a lot of times they could be just going to see other supply and they're not necessarily going to see their kids. It's an excuse for them to get out. All right. So what they may tell their partners is, oh, I got to run and, just see my kid or something, blah, 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 blah. And they may see their kid for 2 seconds and then, they're hanging out with supply. Now, I'm going to go and talk about how the female is on Father's Day. How do you think a female narcissist is going to be on Father's Day? Well, a female narcissist is going to try to ruin the day for the father, all right? Because she's not going to like the attention that he's getting. She's going to want all the attention on her. She's going to feel like she's the better parent, that she's done everything. And she may even say to him, oh, what do you make a big deal over Father's Day? It's just like any other day. Or I do everything here. Father's Day should be about me, or something like that. The female narcissist is going to buy some cheap piece of garbage, okay, for the father, all right, because she's going to do the bare minimum, or she's going to do practically nothing for him, because she doesn't want to give him any praise. She doesn't want to give him any attention. She always feels like she did everything for the children. What did he do and everything like that. So she may even downplay Father's Day. She may even ignore Father's Day and may make like it doesn't, what are you making a big deal about it, or not even bring it up, all right? Again, she wants all the attention on her. And in that case, she may even try to ruin his day. All right, now I'm going to get into other things about Father's Day. A lot of times, narcissists may have lost their toxic parent. So what some of them will do is they'll say that they're going to the cemetery, okay? This is like so creepy. But some of them will say, I'm going to the cemetery, to see my father at the cemetery, when they're really not going to the cemetery. They're using that as an excuse to go see other supply. See, narcissists need to acknowledge all of the supply that they can, and they need ways to get out. And so they're going to be very, very innovative about how they can go see the other supply, because they never want to be trapped where they don't contact the other supply. So they'll use that as an excuse. Oh, by the way, listen, I'm just going to stop at the cemetery real quick to go, to my father's grave and everything like that. I'll be back in a little while. Meanwhile, they don't come back for hours because they're going to the other supply's house. All right. And like I mentioned before, the other thing with Father's Day is they expect everyone to call them, tell them what a great father they are, even if they sucked as a father. Even if they sucked, narcissists don't ever look at themselves as being a lousy parent. They think they are a great parent. Even if they know they haven't been there for the children, and maybe the other parent has done everything for them, they still, in their delusional minds, they still think that they are a great parent. You know why? Because they can't handle the shame of thinking of themselves as being a lousy parent. They just can't handle it, all right? So they're going to, in their delusional minds, they think they're a great parent, and they think that, everybody, they're going to be watching to see who calls to wish them a happy Father's Day. And it's not just about, their children calling and wishing them happy Father's Day, but it's also about all the other supply, okay? Now, on Father's Day, the narcissist may be nervous on Father's Day because all of their supply may be calling them to wish them a happy Father's Day. So you can be sure that the narcissist is going to have their ringer on off, okay? They're going to have their ringer on off because they're going to be worried about who may contact them, or any of their older supply from the past may come out of the woodwork and send them a happy Father's Day text. Oh, by the way, happy Father's Day. Or, other supply that they talk to may want to wish them a happy Father's Day. So they're going to be nervous about that. And if they need to speak to this supply, they're going to run into the bathroom. They may run outside. They may run to the car, or they may run to the store. Because, they don't want these people, they don't want to ghost on these people because they don't want to make them suspicious, all right? Because a lot of them will be saying, oh, they're going to their father's house. Meanwhile, they're with their partner, but they have all this other supply, but they don't want to make them suspicious. So they got to get that call in or that text in. And so, of course, they got to run away from you, run into the bathroom. Like I said before, run to the car. Oh, by the way, I just got to run to the car. Oh, by the way, I got to run to the store. I got to get cigarettes, or I got to run to the gas station, got to get gas. All right. And they've got to, stay in contact with their supply. Otherwise, their supply may get suspicious. So that's what they're going to be doing on Father's Day. Now, the other thing they're going to do on Father's Day is, of course, okay, nobody loves to post on Father's Day about, Father's Day or about themselves more than a narcissist. So they're going to be wishing their fathers happy Father's Day. And a lot of times narcissists come from toxic fathers. They come from toxic mothers and toxic fathers, but they may be, idolizing their toxic father or something. And they love to post on social media, about their toxic father or something and say, oh, he was the greatest man that ever lived. Meanwhile, that toxic father is the one who could have, in a lot of cases, taught the narcissist how to be toxic, how to treat somebody lousy, how to lie, how to cheat, how to manipulate. But meanwhile, the narcissist is still idolizing the toxic father, all right? They're still idolizing the toxic father. So even in death, they still idolize the toxic father or toxic mother. They idolize the narcissist when they die too, right, you guys? The other thing that I want to keep you aware of is that Father's Day is a test, all right, when it comes to the narcissist. The narcissist will test everybody around them to see who is going to kiss the ring. Da-da! Who kisses the ring? Who is going to, tell them what a great father they are, or say, I love you, Dad, so much, or flatter them, unbelievably. The narcissist is going to keep tabs on Father's Day as to who shows them the most attention and who flatters them the most and who shows the most appreciation for them. Those will be the golden children, or golden child, rather. The ones that don't, go beyond, okay, are the ones that are going to be scapegoated and targeted. Those are the ones the narcissist is going to resent, going to hate if they feel they haven't gone out of their way for them, all right? So they're going to test on that day to see who shows them the appreciation that they feel they deserve. And it's the same thing with Mother's Day. When it comes to the mothers, they're going to keep tabs as to who kisses the ring. Same thing, all right? Same thing. And the other thing too, like I said, they'll be paranoid of their phones, that other supply will be calling to wish them a happy Father's Day. So they'll definitely have their ringers off. And you guys, it's like this. It's a very stressful day sometimes when you're dealing with a narcissist, because narcissists aren't like normal people in the sense that they appreciate whatever you do for them. Narcissists expect you to go far and beyond for them, all right? They expect lavish treatment when it comes to things like Father's Day, their birthday, or something like that. They're keeping tabs to see if you show the appreciation, and then they'll be loyal. If you do that, then they'll be loyal to you in the sense that they'll favor you over somebody else. But if you don't, you're going to be targeted, okay? And also, like I said before, they will also, they could act moody on Father's Day as well. A lot of times they could be moody and look to brood and ruin the day for you. Like you could go out to eat on Father's Day and they could have a face on because maybe they don't like the restaurant. Maybe they don't like what somebody did. They're making a big deal over nothing. And you could go out with the father on Father's Day and they could ruin the day for everybody. And this is what narcissists love to do. They love to ruin special occasions, even special occasions for themselves. They love to ruin it because they need chaos. They're master disaster, okay? And it helps them exert their authority and control because they don't want everything to be peaceful, all right? They need that to be able to feel superior. So in order for them to feel superior, they've got to ruin everybody's day by picking fights or by brooding and having a face on. I know when I dealt with a covert narcissist, I dealt with the brooder, always brooding. Anytime we went to a family get together or something, especially on my side, always had a face on. Always, always, always had a face on. This is how they'll be. The narcissist is going to have a face on when it comes to your family, but when it's their family, oh, they're going to be like, kissing up to their family and everything because they're still looking for the validation from their toxic family, all right? Most of the time, their family is toxic and they're always looking for the validation and they expect you to kiss their asses. But when it comes to your family, they may sit there and brood and have a face on, all right? Because they love to ruin your day. This is what it is. They love to ruin your day. They want to exert their authority and all of that. And the other thing, too, is, like I said, narcissists will make excuses. Like if it's a family get-together, they'll make excuses. Oh, listen, I got to leave early, I got to go home because I got to get up for work or something. And they're going to see other supply. So it's a very stressful day for them as well because, if they're with one supply and all the other supply is calling them to wish them Happy Father's Day or something, it could cause issues where they have to get away. Like I said, they got to run in the bathroom, run to the car. They got to disappear somewhere, run to the basement to make a quick call. And they don't want to be seen as contacting somebody else on this special day, all right? So that's what happens, you guys, on Father's Day. So I hope that helps you. I hope you guys have a great day today. If you like the podcast, please hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio. If you're confused, you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist, what kind of narcissist they are, covert, overt, malignant, grandiose, or a combination of maybe covert, malignant, covert, overt, and you need clarity, check out the link in the bio. Also, you guys, check out my YouTube, almost 7,000 videos on YouTube. I lay it down there. Go to my channel at the Game Exposed Podcast on YouTube. Do a search on any topic on narcissism, within narcissism, and you should be able to find videos on that. I have so much on there, like I said before. Discard, triangulation, how they manipulate, how they control, narcissistic rage. It's all on my channel at the Game Exposed Podcast. TikTok is The Game Exposed, Instagram is The Game EXP123, and Facebook, you guys, is The Game EXP123, and have a great day.